Ash, and today's reading is going to be about love in September, okay? So anybody can watch this. I'll try to read the cards in two different ways. One way for the people who are single, and one way for the people who are in relationships, all right? So we have 4 piles here, and I don't know why, but like I had the great idea to put peppers on them. So, you know, we're like, even though it's September, you know, there's still some time for hot girl summer, am I right? Okay, so this is going to be pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. And what should we put? We have pile number 4. I know these peppers are a little sad. Also, you might see my dog Benny resting on the bed. He's taken a nice nap. It's very hot outside today, which is why I'm not filming outside. So yeah, I hope he doesn't distract you. He's over here somewhere. He might pop up every once in a while. Okay, so just take a moment and pick whichever card pops out at you or calls you. And then we're going to get started with pile number 1. So pause the video if you need to. But I'm going to go, okay. All right, this one is 4. Yes, these are shorts that I'm reading my tarot cards on. I don't actually own a tarot cloth, so I was like, okay, what kind of cute little summery kind of fabric do I have? It's almost the end of summer, so. All right, so for pile number 1, what do I want to do? I want to, I don't know if that's going to even stay up though. I really wanted to use this to kind of prop the cards up on, but I don't think the edges are good enough. I wonder, I just don't want this to fall. Okay, well, I mean, you know, this is like a cute little sea type thing that my friend made for me, and I didn't really want to use it as a coaster because it's so pretty, but yeah, I don't really know what else to use it for. Anyway, so let's see what love is coming to you in the month of September. Okay, so the first card we have here is Spear, which is heartache over what you no longer have. Okay, so you may have faced some heartache recently, or maybe some of you have gotten out of some kind of relationship that's hurt you. It could also be other heartaches, such as something to do with finances or other personal type issues with like family, friendships, things like that. We also have Hat. You will be playing a different role. Okay, so this is a love that's going to be different from the other ones you've experienced. We have Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. Wow, that's very exciting for you guys. So, you know, this could mean that paths are opening up for you to find more love, or that this love is going to come into your life and open those pathways for you. We have August. So perhaps you have dealt with this heartache in August, or something kind of happened in August that maybe wasn't so great, or maybe you met this person in August and now you're kind of like starting to get to know them a little bit more. It'll be different for all of you because this is a general reading, so please just take whatever resonates. Does this help any? I don't know, does it? Should I leave it on? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on. All right, and now we have Harp, which is great happiness. So you guys are gonna have some good loving in the month of September. We have Cane, which is pay attention to your health. Always a very good message to have. You know, this could mean anything. It doesn't mean that you're gonna get sick necessarily. You know, it could even be something as like the flu. Maybe make sure you get your flu shot. Make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure your mental health is good as well, okay? Because mental health plays a very important balance in love life. And then we also have Bat, which is take care. Enemies are working against you, all right? So maybe this heartache had something to do with somebody who's kind of like maybe talking behind your back or didn't have your best interest in mind. But there's definitely somebody who doesn't have your best interest in mind. I don't think it's the person who's coming in who is going to give you some loving in the month of September, but there might be some people who are against you in this person. And then we have Arrow, which is you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, okay? So if you guys were feeling very down, if you guys didn't know where you were going, new pathways are going to open up for you. And, you know, you guys are going to be on the right path. It's going to be very wonderful. And I'm really excited for you guys. And then we also have Handshake, which is a meeting with a stranger could be important, okay? So this could mean anything. Like this could just be a message that's coming out for you guys. Like if you're waiting to have some kind of meeting with somebody, or if you're going to go back to school and you were wondering if, you know, like you had everything in order. Or this can also mean that somebody will help introduce you to this person that's going to come in and give you some love. But it can also mean that you're going to meet the person themselves. Like this handshake could be with the exact person, okay? Now let's get into your tarot cards. Oops, I'm going to save those. Okay. This is the first time I'm seeing these, so I'm going to take a second to look at these. Okay, so first we have the Lovers in reverse. So you may be feeling a little closed off at the moment, or perhaps you have had some sort of heartbreak where maybe you don't really believe in love anymore, or something like maybe you just gave up on the right person coming into your life. Maybe it could be anything really, like something negative to do with love, maybe some kind of negative view when it comes to love. Can also be like where you thought somebody was the one and it turns out they weren't. Or perhaps you've just had very negative relationships in the past, or maybe you don't quite know how to love or how to invite loving people into your life. Okay, but then we also have Four of Wands here, which is a very happy, loving family card, and it's probably one of my absolute favorite cards, okay? So in the month of September, you're gonna have a lot of love from your friends and family, all right? Sorry, like I know my shirt keeps falling down. But you guys are gonna have a lot of love in the month of September from friends and family as well. So definitely the people who you do trust, keep them close in your inner circle, even though some people, are going to be against you in the month of September. There's also going to be people who are going to be there for you, okay? Like they don't necessarily have to be your tribe, or like a part of your soul family or anything like that. Like they could be, but it could be like your family as well. And so, you know, if you're perhaps like trying to recover from some kind of more negative love that was happening in your life, they're definitely going to help you with that, okay? So allow that love in, even if it's not the kind of love you want. We also have the King of Wands in reverse. So yeah, definitely there's some kind of fear of having passion here, okay? It's not necessarily, like some of you might actually be closed off, but I think some of you aren't closed off. You just don't really... like it just, the thought of it might scare you, or it might just seem too unfamiliar, so you're very hesitant. Or maybe you're just one of those people who you know, it takes a lot for people to get to know you and get to enter your life as well, okay? So in this month, Spirit is asking you to try to open yourself up a little bit, because new possibilities are coming and something's going to change your mind, all right? So like not all passion is scary, or not all passion is going to burn you, okay? As we do have a lot of fiery colors here, don't we? It's not going to burn you at all. Also, you or perhaps the person who is coming into your life may have a lot of fire placements, or it could even be an ex that's coming through. But whoo, look what we got. Oh my God, 2 of Cups. All right, so it's funny that we had the 4 of Wands and then the 2 of Cups, because to me, they're technically like very, very similar cards here, okay? It's about unity, it's about family, it's about love, it's about partnership. So even though you had the Lovers here too, which I think is very significant, okay? So even though if somebody like wasn't necessarily who you thought they were, or if you've just been hurt in the past, or if you thought you found that person in the past, just know that you're gonna find this person very soon. They're definitely going to be coming in September, you guys. This is going to be a soulmate connection. I don't feel like it's twin flames because the Lovers is in reverse. And also there's not very many twin flame relationships out there, but soulmate is just as special. This is somebody who is going to be absolutely perfect for you, okay? You guys are literally just going to like build a nest together, maybe even build a home together in the future. This person is going to feel like home. Even on cold nights, they're gonna make sure you're warm. They're gonna help make all your dreams come true. We do see the stars here. So that is quite amazing. And then last we have Temperance. Okay, so yeah, you guys are definitely gonna do some inner work in the month of September. And I think this person that's coming in is really gonna help kind of start that for you. Like, you're really gonna go in deep and figure out what you want, what makes you happy, where do you want to go in life, and those kind of things. And because of that, like all these paths, where is that card? Like these paths are going to start opening up for you guys. Like it's just going to be very beautiful. And also because of that, I feel like you guys are going to kind of get over whatever it is keeping you from opening up or keeping you from loving. Like I think your ideas of romance are going to change and become much healthier. All right. So that is that. Now I'm going to put these to the side, and then we're going to go look at your other tarot cards from the Herb Crafters Tarot. I almost said herbologist, but Herb Crafters Tarot. Okay, so we have Catnip here. So this person is going to be very, very, like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard songs and somebody's singing about somebody else they're in love with, and they're like, you're a drug, I can't like get away from you. You just make me feel so amazing every time I'm around you. Like that's how this person's gonna be. Like this person's literally gonna be catnip to you. They're gonna be like, when you're around them, they're gonna make you so happy that you almost feel intoxicated by how beautiful and warm and amazing they are. This person also might be very extroverted. They might be somebody who radiates a lot of light energy, and because of that, so many people are attracted to them. So maybe a part of you is kind of like, ooh, maybe that's why the Lovers were in reverse, okay? Because maybe you're attracted to them because of this, but you see everybody else is also attracted to them, so you're like, nah, like this person isn't for me, but they're definitely for you. They're very attracted to you as well. There's just that magnetic pull going on here, okay? And it's natural too. Like catnip is natural, all right? So it's very natural, it's very beautiful, it's not gonna feel forced at all, and it's just gonna be a very wonderful thing for you. We have chamomile here as well. So this person is also gonna help calm you quite a bit, okay? If you have any kind of anxiety or like even sometimes depression, though it's like not good to like focus, like it's not good to rely on other people to like make you happy in those sort of sense. But I feel like if you're like the kind of person that like stresses out a bunch, or like maybe you just get like frustrated or scared or sad, or maybe you guys are going through a lot in life, because we did have take care of your health. You know, this person's really going to help calm you down. They're going to help ground you a lot. And because of that, I feel like you're going to really feel like they're your 2 of Cups, right? Like, like I said, like on cold nights, they're going to make sure you stay warm, okay? Like this person is definitely somebody who like they have your best interest in mind. They really want you to be happy at all times. When you're sad, they don't like it. All right, so it's not going to be like one of those things where they make you angry because they think it's funny, or they think you look beautiful when you're crying. Like, no, this person does not think that at all. They think you are most beautiful when you're happy, and that's how they want it to be. They want life to be easier for you. So this might be somebody who really wants to take care of you. And then we also have two of air, which is chicory, I think. Let me look this one up in the book because I haven't pulled this one yet. Okay. Yes, guys. Okay, one of the first things that pop up with this card is open to unlikely partnerships, right? So this person's definitely going to be different from what you're used to. This person's going to bring new energy into your life, and it's going to be very wonderful and healing for you guys. I also think that this person is also going to help you release old beliefs, which is probably why Temperance is here, okay? So this person comes in, and then you're kind of like, oops. You're kind of like, things are a lot different than I thought they were, so maybe I need to do some soul searching. Maybe I should figure out what I really want now, because this person came in, and they're changing the way I thought, and they're showing me what I could have. So, raising standards, setting boundaries, looking towards the future. Very, very beautiful, okay? This person's also going to help guide you. Look at him. He's so cute. He's so hot. It's so hot today. This person's going to help guide you a lot as well. So this is definitely a person that wants to come in and really take care of you. They have more of a bit of a divine masculine kind of feel. So this might actually be a man. But divine masculine doesn't mean that they're necessarily a man. There can be women who are divine masculine or have divine masculine energy as well, and then also non-binary people. So, but yeah, this person has a more divine masculine type of feel to them. So that might be why. And then for our last cards, we have show the world the real you, okay? So this person, they really don't want you to change anything about yourself. They just really want you to stay yourself. And they want to show you that you can be loved as yourself as well. So I don't know if there's some masks or walls that you have put up in the past, especially because the Lovers was in reverse. So it kind of shows that, there is some hesitation with love going on in your life. But this person, they want the walls down. They want no masks. They want to get to the root of you and be with you for who you really are, okay? And they're going to really prove that to you as well. This person's a very hard worker, I feel like. And then also the energy is gaining momentum, okay? So from whatever time you watch this, I feel like maybe you haven't met this person yet, or maybe you're not quite sure if this person will make a move yet. So I want to let you know that if you haven't met them, or if you don't know if they're going to make a move, then they're coming very, very soon. All right? And for those of you who are already in a relationship, then this person, I feel like most of you guys aren't in a relationship, which is why I didn't kind of read the cards that way. But if you are, there might be somebody else coming in if you were considering breaking up with your boyfriend or giving up on love or something like that. Or perhaps this could be a person returning from your past. But for most of you, I think this is a newer person coming in, or perhaps even an old friend. It's somebody who you feel like you've known forever. So it could be literally maybe childhood friends, somebody you already know. But this can also be somebody you just had a lot of past lives with, and that's why it feels so natural to be with them, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please go subscribe to my channel and look for more in the future. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello to those who picked pile number 2. Let's see, love coming to you in September. So first we have Unicorn, which is use your intuition to make beneficial changes, okay? So September is definitely a time where you're going to have to use your intuition quite a bit to make sure the people in your life that are coming into your life are good for you, and also the people who are currently in your life are good for you as well, okay? So, there might be some blockages that need to be cleared. There might be some people who you might need to let go of because they don't serve your higher good. And there might be some more negative people wanting to come into your life, okay? So make sure you listen to your intuition about that. It could also have to do with work and schooling as well. We have Bull, which is do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude, okay? So if somebody upsets you, or if you feel like you need to stand up for yourself, then do so. Don't stand back. Don't let people treat you a certain way, okay? The month of September is the month of knowing your own strength, knowing your own worth, and knowing your boundaries. We also have Candle, which is you will be shown the way. So if you've been feeling very lost with love recently or lost in general, then this is a sign that you're going to get this is a sign that you're going to get a sign, basically. Yeah, definitely something will help you maybe open your mind to new possibilities. A new pathway might open up. Something's going to come, and I think you're going to be very happy about it. We also have Tankard, which is celebration, fun, and enjoyment, okay? So definitely new love is going to come into your life as well. There's going to be love that you're going to be able to celebrate. And we have marriage. So this could be your marriage. This could also be a meeting with somebody who you're going to eventually marry. It can also be some kind of partnership in general, okay? So it doesn't have to be like a literal marriage. It can be like starting to get together or things like that. It could even be like a business opportunity. But because I pulled this for love specifically, I do think that somebody is going to come into your life who you can potentially marry. We also have dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So this could be the person who's coming into your life for love, or it can be somebody who has something to do with love. So this can be a romantic interest. This can also be a friend who's going to come into your life and help you quite a bit. This can also be a business partner of some sort, or maybe even a family member for some of you. But yeah, this person's going to come in and they're either going to introduce you to somebody who you're going to love a lot, or this person's going to come in and love you quite a bit. And then we also have Weeping Willow, which is family sorrow. Okay, so this could be something negative that happens in your family that pulls you guys closer or helps you reach out to those who love you or figure out who loves you. This can also be something negative that happens with your family that leads you to somebody who loves you more. It can also lead you to a completely different family for some of you. For some of you, you have to leave your family behind because they're not really family, and you're on the path to finding a new family, okay? Which there's nothing wrong with. Definitely one of those people who have had to do that. So yeah, do keep that in mind. But, family sorrow, like depending on who you are and who your family is, like it can be big or it can be small as well. So I wouldn't be too worried unless your intuition tells you that you should be. Let's get into your tarot. Okay, I definitely see heartbreak. Which card do I want to start with first? Okay, I'm going to start with the King of Swords, okay? So this has to do with your mental diet and your mental attitude and your overall like mental health and what you're thinking about as well, okay? So for some of you, I know like for some, in some decks, like the King of Swords is more of a very like more positive card. However, because this king is depicted as a samurai, and samurai, like he's heavily guarded, but like he doesn't have eyes or a mouth, right? So he's just like in his shell, and because of that, like his emotions just aren't coming out. He's not being human, and I'm not saying like that's how you're not being human or anything, but you keep your emotions so inside of yourself, inside of your shell, that it's really hard for other people to tell what you're thinking or what you're going through. So that is definitely something that is going to kind of pop up in the month of September. So maybe you're feeling a little shut down. Maybe you're ignoring things that you need to otherwise address. Or maybe you're not communicating to people, and that is something that's going to come up as an issue We also see here the Six of Swords in reverse. So this means that there's something you really need to leave behind in order to move on and have a happier life, but you're not really doing that, or you're not really seeing it at this time. And you're still kind of in this more negative mind space instead of leaving it, okay? So because it's in reverse, perhaps you're too scared to leave it, or perhaps you're not quite sure how to leave it. So this is definitely also something you're going to have to work on in the month of September. And because this is coming up in your love reading for love in September, I did pull specifically for love in September. I do think the loving people who are going to come into your life in this month are going to help you with this. We also have the Hierophant in reverse, okay? So, right now I'm not inclined to read this card in any original way. But for some reason, I just want to say, when I look at this card, the way I want to read it is that you're not going to find the answers within yourself. Okay, you're not going to find the answers within yourself. Like, your higher self knows, but either you're not getting connected to it, or like something like, or maybe you weren't supposed to like figure it out yourself and you need to let other people in to help you. Like, definitely some other people will help you with the answer and help you figure things out with this. So that's why I think the Hierophant is here right now. But again, we have Three of Swords, so heartbreak. Somebody stab you in the back, maybe. Maybe that's why you need to stand up for yourself here, okay? Like, definitely, there's something happened. And, like, I can't tell. I think for most of you, the heartbreak probably happened in August rather than September, and is kind of carrying on in September. And that's why you're not really moving on, because it's still kind of fresh, but you're not dealing with the emotions either. So definitely there was some sort of heartbreak or some sort of betrayal that happened that maybe made you feel very closed off, very insecure maybe for some of you, very confused, very lost. You're definitely shut down from, I think most of you are really shut down from like taking messages from your higher self and from your guides as well. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? So you guys are like probably feeling like maybe nobody loves you, like you don't have anybody around you to help you. Like you don't have a good sense of community, okay? And maybe that's why you're feeling so lost and empty and shut down. But definitely that's going to change. That's really going to change here for you guys, because we do have like celebration and marriage, and more importantly we have the Candle, okay, which is you will be shown the way. So even though things probably seem really dark for you right now, they probably seem dark in your mind, even if you're trying to like distract yourself a little bit, but eventually like this card is going to flip for you guys, and you guys are going to be shown the way out of this, and you're going to start heading away from this more negative energy, okay? Guys, I just realized I did not have the guidebook for this here, and this is a new deck for me, so I wanted to make sure I had it just in case. But first we have Cayenne. So this is a very interesting card to get. I'm going to put this here because it goes so well with the Bull card, okay? It goes so well. So Cayenne is about taking things that are supposed to be negative to you and making them into something beautiful, okay? Not letting things bring you down. So even though you have such, maybe you have had some heartbreak, maybe you've had some hardships, maybe there's things going on with your family, maybe that's where the heartbreak comes from. Even though all of that is happening, you are not letting that bring you down. You are not letting yourself become a victim to any of this. You're not letting yourself submit to this sadness, okay? You're making it into something beautiful. You're making it into an experience you can learn from. And then we also have Ginger here, okay? So Ginger is very wonderful because it can soothe an upset stomach, and it can also be something that brings a little spice to your life, right? So this is how you're going to be feeling in the month of September. This is how love is going to come into your life as well, okay? So the people around you, I don't see one specific person coming in. Like, I could be wrong. There could be a specific person, but I think in September, it's really going to be friends and family that you're going to be surrounded by. And I think these people are going to help you kind of lift yourself out of this and make it into an experience and not a bad memory. And they're also going to help you, like, they're going to help soothe you, but also help perk you up a lot, okay? They're going to help, if you have any sorrows, they're going to help soothe that. So definitely try to open yourself up to the people around you, especially if they reach out, or reach out if you feel like you need help, okay? They're going to, they might take you out to do something fun, like maybe you even broke up with a past lover, so they could take you out to, like, you guys can have ice cream and, like, talk shit about them, things like that. Like, I think your friends are definitely going to be there for you, or your family as well. Like, somebody is going to really be there for you to help you through this time. And then we also have cattail. So I really want to read this real quick. I'm sorry, I'm getting, like, attacked by bugs. So if you see me, like, swatting around, that's why. Let me read Six of Air. Okay, yeah, so people are really gonna, in this month, you're definitely going to kind of question what you knew before about love, which was a little bit of a similar message as pile number 1. You're going to start questioning what you thought was love. You don't have to necessarily get love from a romantic partner. You can get love from friends and family as well. And it can be just as wonderful or magnificent or just as what you need. And I think perhaps this is a part of what you're going to be realizing. There's also people who are going to support you in setting intentions for change. And you also need to set intentions for change yourself as well, okay? So somebody's going to come in with a Hierophant and they're going to be like, hey, like, perhaps your views on love are warped. Perhaps you're the one who has trouble opening up, whatever it may be. Like, that's going to start changing, okay? And because the people in your life really, really love you, and they want to see you bring more love into your life and attract more love into your life as well. And then the other card we have here is Surrender to the Divine. So the Divine is also calling you to surrender to love, to open yourself up to not only love, but all kinds of possibilities. Oops. Because you have so much to look forward to in life, and you have so much to offer life, and so many people have things to offer you as well. But if you're going to be closed off to those things, then they're not going to come to you, and then you're never going to know the joys of those things, right? And then last we have expect powerful change, okay? So I'm surprised I didn't get the Tower here, but definitely, like, I think you guys are going to have a huge shift in perspective, a huge shift in heart. You're going to start exploring different types of love. You're going to realize how much wealth you really do have in your life, because perhaps you've been in a little bit of a negative kind of mind state and you're not necessarily seeing how much abundance and riches you have in your life, even if it's not physical money, like there's so much universal love and there's so much love within your circle, even if you feel like there isn't. So that is definitely what's going on. And so for some of you who are in a relationship right now and you've been feeling kind of estranged from your person, I definitely do think they're going to come around and start helping you kind of climb out of that mindset and look at things from a different point of view, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please go subscribe to my channel and look forward to more videos coming soon. Bye-bye. Why did that sound like a question? Hey guys, whoever picked pile number 3, let's see what love is coming for you in September. Do you remember? Na 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 na, September. I don't even remember the song, but that always pops into my head. Is that earth, wind, and fire? I think so. All right, so we have throne, which is position of authority. So somebody could be coming into your life in September who is in some kind of high position or position of authority. So this could literally be like a police officer or I don't know, sheriff. What other positions? Like a boss, maybe. Somebody who owns their own company. Somebody who's in charge of a lot of other people. But this could also be an energy you're moving into in September. For some of you, like perhaps you were looking for some kind of promotion, or you're starting some kind of new job, or some new project that you want to be ahead of. And the answer is you will be, if that is what you were looking for. We also have Torch, which is spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So we got some awakening power going on in here in the month of September. You guys are going to be highly connected to the divine, highly intuitive. The universe is going to be giving you a lot of the good stuff, all right? So definitely look out for that, for any synchronicities you may find, any numbers, repeating numbers, things like that. We also have vacation, okay? So you might meet somebody while taking a vacation, or perhaps this is urging you to take a vacation. Somebody could be meeting you on vacation. This can also mean you might need a mental vacation as well from working or doing whatever you have been doing. We have Ant, which is work, achievements, and success. Yeah, so you guys are hard workers, I feel like. And the person who's going to offer you love in the month of September also mirrors that. Like perhaps you meet them in the same profession or doing the same exact thing, but I feel like they're also a hard worker, like they kind of vibe with you. But you do need to kind of like maybe take a little step back. We also have older woman, so dealings or relationship with an older woman. So this could literally be somebody you're attracting romantically, but it doesn't have to be romantically either. Like this could be a friend, this could be a mentor, this could be like a grandmother even, but it's somebody who's older and who's a woman who really loves you, and they're going to be showing you how much they love you in the month of September. We also have kangaroo, which is unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Okay, so there's like everything can't be milk and honey all the time, right? So there will be a few obstacles in the month of September, so do keep that in mind if you're trying to do projects, if you're trying to maybe go to school. But this can also, I pulled these specifically for love, so these might be some unsettled times that have to do with love as well, okay? So if you're already in a romantic relationship, you guys might have a little bit of rocky times. You might have some disagreements with friends or family, but I'm not getting a bad energy from this. I don't think it's going to be like really, really horrible. I think maybe if you're the type of person to get really fiery or to sort of do things without thinking about it first, then you might want to try to take a step back when negative things happen in this month and try to plan out your reaction beforehand to kind of save some more negative things from happening. We also have changes in your life, changes in your love life as well, specifically love life. We have wealth, okay? So not only love is coming in September, but also wealth. You guys, I think you guys are just working really hard. You want some kind of promotion. And I think you're going to meet a more romantic partner once you get that promotion, because we also have fair man, which is dealings or relationships with a man who has blonde, gray, or white hair. So this could also basically mean like a European or Caucasian man is coming into your life. Maybe for some of you it's the older woman, for some of you it's the fair man. This could be romantic partner, it could be friendship, it could be an ex returning actually, because we also have mountain, which is major challenges to overcome, okay? So there is a romantic relationship coming for you guys that might start in September or kind of get a little bit more serious in September. If this is somebody you've been kind of like after for a while, then some more obstacles are going to kind of pop up with them in the month of September. But I definitely do feel like this person, whoever they are, is definitely for you. So there might be like maybe some commitment issues where somebody gets a little scared. or maybe they don't want to go to the next level, or maybe it's just like they're kind of like a hard person to get to know. It could also be like your work or their work kind of getting in the way as well. So if you feel kind of like, I don't know, like something's always kind of in the way of this connection, like don't worry about it. That just means it's not in divine timing right now, because this person did come up. So this person is definitely for you, all right? So just give that a little bit more time. Wow, we definitely have some interesting cards here. I think you're one of the piles that got one of the least amount of tarot cards for this one. This is so interesting. Trying to figure out how I want to read these. I didn't pull these in any specific order, so okay. All right, so I want to start with the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Coins. So this card is basically stating that you're going to feel kind of left out, or kind of like you don't fit into some sort of situation. And because we have Judgment in reverse as well, there's going to be some kind of unfair situation that pops up where you might feel kind of betrayed, where you might just feel like, oh, why is this happening to me? Like, that doesn't make sense. I worked hard. That's not fair. I'm a good person. Like, I don't deserve this, you know, that kind of thing. But definitely, you know, there might be a group of people involved that are kind of leaving you out, or perhaps the person who you're having romantic feelings for is kind of like not looking at you, but they're like looking at other people, or maybe they're just like kind of like dating around right now. Like, that's not going to be the case for all of you, but it's going to be for some of you. Like, there's just something you find out in the month of September where like it's just not fair. And I think it really affects you. It makes you feel very alone. It makes you feel very isolated, even though you have a lot of people around you. And I say this because we also have the Tower card, okay? And so like, I know, Tower moments, am I right? Like, but Tower moments are my favorite moments. Like, yeah, you gotta go through heartbreak sometimes, and it really sucks, but once you get through it, it's freaking beautiful, okay? And I'll show you your next card in a second, which is also a very, very good card. It's one of my absolute favorite cards personally. But something will happen to you in the month of September that will shake your foundation, and it will come crumbling down. So this means, it doesn't have to mean an actual ending, like you break up or something like that, like, or like you lose a friend, or you lose your job, or like, it doesn't have to mean any of that. It just means that something happens that makes you want to build new ideals, okay? Like, you get rid of everything that does not serve you. You get rid of all these old ideas you had in your head that weren't making anything good in your life, and you start building that back up, okay? So that could be like learning self-worth, or learning boundaries, or literally maybe just like starting over in a new place, like just wanting to change yourself or your life in some kind of way, like knowing what you want in your life and knowing what you don't want in your life, and things like that. It's very beautiful for self-growth, and that's why I love the Tower so much. Every time I'm in a very, very bad place and I get the Tower, I get so excited, okay? And the Tower also means that you're not going around your emotions either. So if you have some negative emotions, they're not going to last for very long, because the Tower is going to happen. The Tower is going right through your emotions, dealing with them, leveling the plane, and then building back up, all right? So it's such a wonderful card. I love this card so much, and it always makes me feel very happy to get this card, okay? So it's like a new beginning, a new start, like restarting in some kind of way, resetting yourself. And this is going to give you the opportunity to be who you want to be, to have the people you want in your life, and to have the kind of relationships that you really, really want, okay? So definitely keep that in mind, that like, I don't think the Tower card is a negative thing at all. It's literally just like the calm after the storm, you know, like you're like, yes, like I can finally build up. Like, okay, think of it this way. Like, let's say I'm from America, so I'm going to do it like this. So please just like go along with me. So let's say you live on like, in like a meadow, or a grass plain, right? Where there's like nothing there but like grass. And you built this log cabin, but it's like falling apart and you hate it and you want to get rid of it, but like you know you shouldn't because you need like some kind of shelter and like I don't know, like I want to build a new one. I know how to do it better this time, but you already have that one. So you try to make improvements to it. It's okay, you know, it's livable. You don't love it, but you don't hate it. Well, you do kind of hate it, but you try not to hate it, you know? And then a tornado just comes and like literally just wipes it off the face of the planet. Like it just wipes it off the earth. And then you're like, oh darn, guess now I have to go build another one that can be way better and I can like put a third bathroom in it or something like that, you know? Like that's literally what this is. Like it's literally just wiping the slate clean. Like it's something that's like negative, but it always ends up being something more positive. All right. And then that's why this card that is coming in is one of my favorites as well. And it is the 9 of Cups. Oh, I love this card. It looks so cozy, doesn't it? Especially for September. Like guys, if it's already getting cold where you are, you might want to curl up by the fireplace with your kitty if you have a cat and literally just drink some tea. Like this is the card of self-love, of self-rejuvenation, of just like being with yourself and being happy about it, about resting, about taking, oh, where was that? You guys, taking a vacation, taking a literal or mental vacation, okay? So that's what's going to happen here. And you're going to feel so much better. Oh my God, you're going to feel so much better, okay? Like, I'm talking face masks. I'm talking ice cream if you need it. Like, you know, watch some movies, maybe invite some friends over. Like, just have some fun. Do something for you, because this is a good time for healing and a good time to be in your own space and a good time to, like, know yourself again, all right? So for some of you, that also might mean a little, like, rated R self-love, if you know what I'm talking about. It'd be like that sometimes. Like something, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? So yeah, for sure, definitely, like this is gonna be a very good time for rest. But because this has to do with your love life, because I pulled these cards specifically for love coming to you in September, I think the love coming to you in September is self-love first, okay? Self-love, and then, you know, like whoever it is, whether it's this man or this woman who's coming into your life, who's going to be your partner, the reason why there are so many obstacles right now is because you need to get to this part first. You need to get through this tower moment, and you need to get to this very beautiful place where you can be with yourself and be happy about it, okay? And I know that's annoying when people are like, love yourself first before you can have a romantic relationship. But the thing is that once you do, then you realize, like, you don't need anybody. You don't need anybody in your life, and you should never need anybody in your life, okay? There's a difference between needing somebody and wanting them. There's a difference between needing somebody in your life and wanting them to be in your life. You don't have people in your life because you need them. You have people in your life because you allow them to be there, okay? And that's one of the strongest lessons you can ever learn. And actually, this is a lesson I learned in like June, July. And I was kind of like, okay, time to end some relationships. But, you know, like once you realize that, like, everything is so great. Everything is so great. And that can have to do with work as well. Okay. So if you're taking on too much responsibility, you're not getting the credit you need or the money that you should be making, then like stand up for yourself. Like, you know, if you're in a good enough spot to do it, like, you might have to give an ultimatum to like whoever your boss is or whoever is paying your check and be like, hey, I know I'm worth more than this. Like, you know, maybe give it to me or I walk out. You know, for some of you, that's kind of what you need to do as well. So let's look at your other cards, which is the Herb Crafters Tarot. We have the Devil, which is blackberry. So definitely, I think most people read this in a more negative type of way. And I think if it were my other deck, I would read it in a more negative type of way as well. But this card, like, this deck is so healing. So I want to read this in a more positive way, especially because we did have the Tower moment here. And I want to say that here the Devil means that it's time to treat yourself. It's time to give yourself what you need and what you want. If you want that extra slice of pie, maybe you should have that extra slice of pie, okay? Like, as long as your health isn't going to take a huge hit from it, then, you know, go for it. Like, treat yourself a little bit, relax a little bit. Like, you guys are probably way too hard on yourselves. You guys might be workaholics. For some of you, maybe not all of you. Like, this is a general reading, so take whatever resonates. You know, sleep in a little bit more, take that vacation day, you know, like, you guys need a break. I feel like you really need it. Next we have is, whoa, oh my God. I didn't notice this. Oh my God, you guys. You got you got 4 major arcana cards, and then you got 2 major arcana here. Wow, you guys are going through a really transformative time, and the divine has a lot to do with this. I didn't even realize this until I looked down. I thought these were like minor. Wow. My mind is blown right now. Like, this has literally never happened to me, and I shuffled this deck so good. This deck has not been in any particular order since like early July. So like, my mind is so blown right now. I don't know how you guys got this. Crazy. Okay. Oh, wow. I just got hit with this like blast of energy here. This is no ordinary reading. Like, you guys are going to go through something very spiritual and very, very amazing. And I'm really excited for you guys. All right. So here we have High Priestess. Okay, so this card is all about getting to know your inner self, spending time with yourself, knowing your inner strength, setting boundaries for yourself, and it's also taking time to get in touch with your higher self, the divine, your guides, that sort of thing. It's also a good time to start learning some kind of knowledge and maybe accessing your Akashic records and trying to gain some more universal knowledge as well. But universal knowledge that has to do with you and your soul, okay? So this could be like maybe dabbling in some past life hypnosis. It could mean reading some more books, like trying to like become more intuitive. So yoga, meditating. I don't do any of those. You know, like other intuitive activities that are a little less basic. But yeah, you guys are really going to go through kind of an awakening within yourself. And this can also mean going back to your roots, okay? So going back to that base foundation and like figuring out the roots of yourself and your soul, okay? So what are your core values? What are the things that you treasure most? Then we have, this is so good. Okay, we have the Sun, which is St. John's wort. St. John's wort, if you guys don't know what it is, it's a supplement that can really help you with depression. So if you guys are kind of struggling with like some kind of like depression or anxiety, you might want to go check out St. John's wort if you're not already taking anything. They sell it over the counter, at least here in the US. So definitely that is something that might benefit some of you. But the Sun is also about rejuvenating yourself, gaining energy, gaining your inner child. It's seeing things in a lighter way with sunshine. It's like you were in the dark for a long time and all of a sudden the sun is starting to rise, okay? And so unfortunately, you know, I don't really see a lover coming in for the month of September, but there's going to be so much self-love here. Like, and you know what? You guys really deserve to love yourselves, because I feel like you guys are very beautiful people, especially if this many major arcana cards came out. This is a very wonderful sign. And then last we have the Star, which is Cottonwood, okay? So the Star is all about going for what you dream of the most, going for your dreams, your passions, what makes you happy. And this is the energy I think you're going to be leaving this month with. I think you're going to get out of this Tower moment. You're going to get out of this this period of rest and relaxation, and you're going to be so rejuvenated. You're going to be like on top of the world, like, I can do anything. I can reach for the stars. Like, it can be amazing. And This is also the card about daydreaming and manifesting, okay? So I don't know if you're into manifesting, but if you are, then maybe it's time to like start writing in your manifestation journal or practicing however you usually practice. I'm sorry if the sun keeps kind of like going like wah wah wah, like what is wah wah wah? I guess it's really windy out there and the tree outside is shaking. So if you see any shadows, that's why. I wonder. Yeah, I guess it's a little better. Okay, so this is all about just like reaching for the stars and wanting to gain more in life. And if you're into manifestation, you know, it's time to start practicing those manifestation techniques again and plant the seeds that you want to grow over the next course of like days, weeks, months, even years, so that you can have a more wonderful life. And if you're not into manifestation, then maybe search some YouTube videos about manifestation and maybe explore that a little bit, because this is a time for exploration for you. One of my favorite manifestors is Joseph Ally, and I'll put a link to his video down below if you don't know who he is. But basically, he makes manifestation seem less scary. And so especially if you're somebody who gets like really anxious easily or overthinks easily like me, he makes manifestation seem more human and less like, oh, you're not allowed to have any bad thoughts at all or else you're going to manifest something bad. Like, yeah, it is possible to manifest negative things. However, like having some anxiety sometime like isn't going to like completely ruin you or anything. So next we have don't let your past hold you back, okay? So even though you have probably had a really difficult time in your life with love or with work or having a difficult relationship with yourself, don't let that hold you back, okay? This is a time for you to basically make a brand new life, a brand new you, and you can do it however you want. You can literally be the person you want to be. And so don't take your past into consideration while trying to decide who you want to be in the future, okay? Only take what you want into consideration. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter how they treated you. I mean, it does, but not in that instance, okay? How other people treated you should not influence how you should recreate yourself unless that's something you genuinely feel like you want or need. We also have adjustments are required. Yeah. So this is just kind of an adjustment period to kind of readjust yourself on your life path. So maybe you guys are kind of coming off your life path a little bit, or maybe you lost a little bit of direction for some time. Maybe you just weren't happy or feeling fulfilled, which is totally understandable. Don't ever feel bad about that. And or maybe it's just time to level up yourself, okay? So yeah, that's definitely what's going to happen here. And then we also have meditate and contemplate. So take some time for yourself. Get in touch with your higher self. Get in touch with your guides, with the divine, with the universe. Do whatever you need to do in order to feel that, to feel like you are in touch with them. If this is like maybe going to the beach or like taking a walk or maybe spending a little extra time in bed or taking a bath, you know, it can be anything really. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please go subscribe to my channel to see more in the future. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello to those who picked pile number 4. It is very dark. So yeah, okay. I guess a cloud went in front of the sun. So let's see what love is coming for you in the month of September. We have bread, which is a period of prosperity and abundance. So you guys are definitely prosperous in the month of September. You guys are, if you guys are worried about money, don't worry about it because it's going to come to you. Everything's going to start paying off. We also have April, okay? So Oh, we have a few months here. So you may have met somebody in April who you've kind of like had something with, or maybe something happened to somebody in April. So like this could be somebody either you met in April or maybe who you broke up with in April, who you could have had a fling with. I feel like I'm hearing fling, like short fling, like maybe friends with benefits even for some of you, maybe not all of you. But we also have March here, okay? So this is a person you've met twice. This is a person who you've maybe had a little something something with a few times, or something ended with them, and maybe it started in March and ended in April. I don't know. Like, I feel like it was kind of like a short time, and you're not really expecting them to come back in. Okay, we also have younger man, so dealings or relationships with a younger man. So the person who is coming in could be a younger man, or a younger man can lead you to this person. But I feel like most of you already know who this person is. We also have seek information that will help you, okay? So if you're wondering about how this person is or what they think of you, you should consult the divine, or you should consult those around you if you guys have mutual friends. We also have funnel, which is period of frustration, lessons to be learned. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of frustrations with your love life in the month of September, but don't fret because I feel like something is going to clear up as well. We also have carrot, which is opportunity or windfall. Okay, so I think you guys are going to have an opportunity to be with this person again or see with this person again. So it just depends if you want to or not. We also have tiger, which is doing something risky and taking a chance. So if you guys feel like there's something that you need to kind of take the leap of faith of in the month of September, I would say go ahead, even if you think it's risky or taking a chance. I think it's something that could potentially benefit you and your love life. Now let's look at your tarot cards. Okay. I see a few things happening here. All right, so I see two potential relationships that are going on here, and I'm going to tell you about them both a little separately, okay? So, I can't decide who is who, though. Give me a second, please. Okay. All right, so there is somebody who is offering you something, but you're just not willing to take it, or you're not willing to see what they're offering. Okay, so the period of frustration could be coming from this person, but it can also be coming from you. Like, maybe you don't think it's good enough for you, or maybe you're just like so distracted that you don't really see the offer that's coming with this Four of Cups coming right here. You could see that she has her back turned to it. She's more interested in the rabbit than the party. She has other cups she can pick from, but she's just like, nah, I don't want any of these cups. I just want to do my own thing. So that's the kind of energy you're giving to this person as well. Like, you know, you don't really care about relationships. Like, you don't really want anything. You're not really serious about it. You know, you just kind of want to be with yourself and be a little isolated. And because of that, you know, I think they feel a little trapped because of that with the Ten of Swords or Ten of Wands in reverse, sorry. With the Ten of Wands in reverse, they feel kind of trapped because of that. Like, they want to move forward and kind of break free of that, but they feel like they can't. So basically, I hate this word, but you know, like some of them, it could be somebody who thinks you're like friend zoning them even. It's somebody who feels like they can't like reach the next level with you because you always turn away from them. Like, you clearly don't want anything from them, whether you're conscious of it or not. And this person, like, you know, they're very upset about it. Like, they want to move forward, but they just don't know how. They feel kind of trapped. But this person, I don't think this person is really good for you, and you probably your intuition is telling you that because we have the sun in reverse, okay? So this person might try to come back in the month of September. They might try to show up or try to like do something with you again, and then you're just like, no. Because this person makes you feel like you're kind of giving your power away. They make you feel like you can't have fun, you can't access your inner child, you can't be prosperous with them, and that's because your higher self is letting you know that like this is not the person for you. So even if they don't get the hint, this is definitely something that I think you're probably aware of this person, and you probably know who they are that I'm talking about them. And it can even be your friend. It could be your friend who has a crush on you and you don't seem very interested in them. Maybe it's like a same sex sort of crush, or perhaps maybe you're more interested in the same sex and they're of the opposite sex, that sort of thing as well. But they definitely do feel like they can't really have anything with you because you'll just turn it up. So maybe you'll just turn away from it. So they might also be too scared to do it. But you know, this is a person that kind of drains your energy, I feel like. So the second person that's coming in is very, very interesting energy, and I feel like most of you don't know who this person is yet, but we have the Queen of Pentacles. So somebody is going to come in who's going to take really good care of you, who really wants to like nurture you, baby you a little bit. They have a very divine feminine kind of feel to them. So, but they can be like any gender, or into any sex, but they have more of a divine feminine quality, okay? So they could be, they can identify as male but still be a divine feminine. So this person definitely, like, they have some healing, vibes to them. Like, you know, they really just want to like help you, nurture you, take care of you, maybe even take care of you financially. All right, because we also have the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is definitely some abundance coming to you and something that's going to be offered to you. So this person might even have a lot of money, all right? Or maybe they're in that high position where... Oh, perhaps that was the other group. Sorry. I thought I had a card that said high position. But yeah, so this person, I think, definitely makes a lot of money. And, you know, maybe this is the opportunities that are going to come to you. Maybe this person helps you financially some. They definitely want you to feel stable. They want you to feel very happy. And they want to basically like offer you this very beautiful life with them. So maybe that's really risky for them. Maybe the risk card came up because they feel like it's kind of risky to ask you out, or maybe you feel like it's kind of risky for you to go with them because, you know, like maybe you haven't had a very good luck in your love life or something like that. But let's look at your other cards. So we have the Emperor, and I feel like this is more of your energy. So the Emperor is all about like standing ground, being very stable, being very sturdy. So I think for you, it's just like about setting boundaries. Like you really need to kind of set some kind of healthy boundaries in a relationship to have a good relationship. And so this person, like maybe they are a little too smothering for you, and maybe that's why you're kind of concerned or scared. Maybe this is like such a different thing for you. Like you could be like a person who doesn't really settle down or settle on one kind of person, right? So this might be, and you might be kind of stuck in your own ways, like it's my way or the highway even. So this person's going to come in and you're going to be like, not sure if I'm comfortable with that. But here's the thing, like, you know, you might as well take the risk anyways. This is a person who really, really loves you, who really wants the best for you. And so just learn how to set healthy boundaries, okay? We also have Black Coash, which is such a very interesting card because I think this is the first card I've ever encountered that encourages you to be angry. So this card is about utilizing your anger, okay? So if somebody hurts you, if you feel like somebody is wronging you in some kind of way, don't silence yourself, speak up, and also use your frustration and anger for good, okay? So use it to improve yourself. So if somebody's like, oh, you can't accomplish your dreams because XYZ, like it's just not possible for you, like get angry at that and then use that anger to excel and accomplish your dreams. So, you know, like the haters can't say anything, you know, like that's the vibe you really want. So in this month, this is letting you know, especially because I feel like this person down here, the one who like kind of like has a thing for you and it kind of sucks your energy, I feel like they might cross some kind of line as well. But also the new person coming in might cross the line because I feel like there's such a different energy that you might be kind of scared. Okay, so don't be afraid to put up your boundaries, and definitely don't be afraid to speak out if something hurts you or something feels wrong to you, because that's very, very important. And then last we have Tulsi, which is awakening. Okay, so you guys are definitely going to go through some sort of awakening in the month of September, and it has to do with the way you see love. And this is actually funny because I think 2 and 3 also had some kind of similar meaning, but I guess September is good for new love because it is the fall, right? So the fall is kind of going into more of a romantic season. And so I think a lot of people are wanting to partner up. But also, you know, it's coming through a time where, you know, a lot of things have happened. A lot of retrogrades have happened. You know, you've grown through the person. You've grown as a person. Sorry, it's coming to the end of 2019. And you're kind of... You know, it's kind of time to think about like who you are and who you want as well, okay? This can also be a spiritual awakening, so you may be seeing more signs from the divine showing you pathways. So it could be more dreams, it could be clear audience. If sometimes you hear voices, I feel like some of you guys have clear audience, and repeating numbers, synchronicities, that kind of thing. So definitely try to get in touch with the divine in the month of September. We also have, what do you need to release, okay? So there's something right now that's not really serving you and not serving your love life very well, and that you're going to have to kind of reflect on and release in this month. We also have we have emotions are running high. So there is going to be some kind of frustration, some kind of, I'm not quite sure if it's heartbreak or you know, it's like somebody's going to kind of cross a line and make you kind of mad. And so you might be wanting to like just act on that impulsively. Like, oh no, like, oh, they crossed the line, I can never talk to them again or something like that. But this is letting you know that like your emotions are running a little too wild. And if somebody hurts your feelings, like it's good to speak out and it's good to get angry about that and utilize your anger, because even though people are like anger is bad, like anger is also healthy because we're human beings and we need to experience anger as long as we just experience it in a healthy way. Okay, so lashing out at other people isn't a healthy way. Standing up for yourself is, if you feel like you need to, but lashing out at people, definitely not. Okay, so if you feel like you might be in a little bit of a dangerous mood, then it's time to take a little step back. And also because we have nothing will come of the situation. So this is basically saying that you're going to get upset or angry about nothing. Okay, so like, you know, try not to let it get to you too much. Like it's good to use it for a more positive way to turn it into something more positive, more beneficial for yourself. But also remember that sometimes things are not as horrible as we perceive them to be, or not as important as we perceive them to be, okay? So even though something more negative might come up, like it's just going to happen for a short amount of time. Nothing's going to happen because of it. So just like take some time to cool down and kind of figure out where you are, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel to see more videos in the future. Bye-bye.